The bottom line is like this. It doesn't matter if you're a Christian, if you're a Muslim, or you're a Jew. If you're against their ideology, you're a traitor, you're an extremist, you're a collaborator, and you should be dead. That's what they think. Well, you know what? They can think that because we don't care. You know why? Because we have the truth and we have the facts, and we're gonna continue spreading the truth and the facts.
Why did you pull up your Canadian flag?
Because it's very obvious that this entire pro-Hamas contingent hates Canada and hates the West. They're chanting in favor of Hamas. They've been chanting genocidal slogans.
So I'm currently in Concordia University. Why? Because today, Yoseph Haddad, a really known speaker for the Israeli side, came here to give a conference. Of course, anti-Israel for nothing pro-Hamas activists showed up to counter the conference. But as you know, Yoseph Haddad is the kind of person who is not backing down. He went to search his Israeli flag, he went to search his megaphone, and now he's facing them, and both of them are protesting each other. So we are here, we will document the day, but as you know, Yoseph Haddad is a Christian Orthodox living in Israel. He is the one who knows way more about the situation over there than anybody else. He was also a commander in the IDF. So let's check it out. Follow me.
If I ask you, how many terrorists from Hamas were killed from the 40,000? And why they never mention that? Why they always combine
Who's they?
UN, obviously Hamas,
United Nations. Who corroborate the number. They agree on the number.
So
that comes
so the UN always say, exactly, the UN always say, for instance, 40,000 dead Palestinians.
And why one? Dean, you're not having a conversation with an Arab Israeli who came to tell you exactly what's going on in Israel and cancel this event? You don't have the respect to speak to me? No? This is unbelievable. The dean of the university is what about this?
Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. In Arabic, put that out.
IDK, KKK, CSPC, you're all the same. IDK, KKK, CSPC, you're all the same.
Let's start. Ladies and gentlemen, Hamas is a terrorist organization. Hamas منظمة إرهابية. Hamas
Can you tell me what you reproach of Yosef? What do you reproach of him?
Let me talk to you.
So you're here for talking. What do you reproach?
According to you. Right here, right here.
So what do you think about all this
think that we should have more political discourse. People disagree with what Yoseph has to say. We should allow a conversation to happen. If you disagree with him, tell him why, ask him questions. This does nothing except for get people angry, incite violence. We're not finding any middle ground here, where there is middle ground to be found, and I just don't think anyone feels safe. They claim they don't feel safe. We claim we don't feel safe. So the school should provide a common ground where political discourse is allowed, and students can ask questions and give their opinions on why they disagree.
Those extremists, terror supporters who are calling for intifada, but they don't know even the meaning of intifada. And they don't know even the meaning of intifada on the ground, because intifada means more Palestinian people dying. But they don't care about the Palestinians. They come here, they're living in Canada, they have the freedom here, they run away from the dictatorship countries, and look what they're doing. They literally have a problem with an Arab Israeli to come and to speak about his experience in Israel. Why do you think that? Because they're afraid of the truth. So what they do, they intimidate. They try to threaten you. It's exactly what they do. Some of them are doing and telling me, let's go outside, let's meet outside. Some of them are doing like this to me. Why do you think that? Because they cannot handle the truth. It's very hard for them to come and to have a conversation with me. Because any one of them, if he comes to have a conversation with me, he will be silent.
How come some students here in Canada can get indoctrinated like that?
This is something that we need to ask the dean, which refused to speak with me. You know, which is unbelievable. I've never seen something like this. But you know what? I'm not surprised. I mean, look at them. They are extremists, violent, aggressive. She's scared of them. Just like also the police. They're scared of them. That's why they're not shutting them down. They are chanting against the police. They're chanting against every Western value. That's who they are. Now, I'm not speaking about the silent majority, and I'm not speaking about the majority that they actually, wait, Tahya, Tahya, Israel, just to piss them off.
I hope you die. I hope you die. I hope you die. There it is. There it is.
So the bottom line is, as long as we do not treat those terror supporters with the way we should treat them, they're gonna maintain their aggressiveness and they're gonna push even harder and harder. Now, you know what's the problem? Now it's about Israel. The next time they have a problem with a different issue with the Canadians, it's gonna be the Canadians. Well, you know what? I feel sorry and worried.
How come the government is letting this happening, that people are supporting and chanting in support of terrorist organizations?
They're scared. You've seen what's going on. They're absolutely, the government is scared. The school students here or the teachers, everybody's scared of them. Look at them. They put a mask on them. Why? Why? Because they know they're gonna do something. Why do I need 3 security bodyguards with me? I'm in Canada. I'm not in Gaza. I'm in Canada. I need bodyguards with me. I need the cops to do this. We're in Canada.
And I think you're not even safe, because you're Christian Orthodox. In Palestine, you're not safe.
Listen, the bottom line is like this. It doesn't matter if you're a Christian, if you're a Muslim or you're a Jew. If you're against their ideology, you're a traitor, you are extremist, you're a collaborator, and you should be dead. That's what they think. Well, you know what? They can think that because we don't care. You know why? Because we have the truth and we have the facts, and we're gonna continue spreading the truth and the facts. And the more we do that, the more they angry and pissed. And the more they pissed, the more I'm happy.
because it's very obvious that this entire pro-Hamas contingent hates Canada and hates the West. They're chanting in favor of Hamas. They've been chanting genocidal slogans. I can't keep track of time. Probably for at least 2 hours at this point, because we tried to bring in an Arab Israeli, not Jewish, he's actually Christian. He served in the IDF. He wanted to talk about his experience that, you know, debunking this ridiculous myth that Israel's an apartheid state. He came and, you know, of course, his presence was very problematic to the Hamasniks that basically rule the university. They run roughshod. And by his presence, again, they were so threatened that they decided to congregate and threaten to riot. We've had multiple death threats, multiple threats of violence, and multiple acts calling for genocide as well. That you can see it. Another thing to note, the Concordia Student Union, the General Council, it's a body of about 30 people. They represent all the undergraduates. They oversee approximately $14 million. Most of the executives are on that side chanting those exact genocidal slogans to me, who's also a counselor, who clearly has been signaled I should not feel safe on campus.
Honestly, I don't think they understand. I think they on the surface, they see he served in the IDF, he's a part of genocide, he's a colonizer. But when they look below the surface, he's an Arab Israeli, he's not Jewish. They make claims about apartheid. He was a commander in the IDF, as he said, serving over Jewish soldiers, commanding Jewish soldiers. He can give a first-hand account of what the life of an Arab Israeli is like. He's lived in Israel. I guarantee you, just going off topic here, I apologize, but none of these people have been to Israel. So they make the claims of genocide, of apartheid. He's been there. He understands what it's like on the ground.
Can anyone feel safe on campus when they're actual honest-to-God terror supporters? How can we deal with this? They're already violating that guidelines that already exist. These are bylaws that already exist. People who support terrorism and call for violence are not allowed on campus. People who protest in masks are not allowed on campus. Where is Concordia enforcing their bylaws? Where are they making sure that I, a student, I'm Jewish, but I also am Canadian, I support the West, why am I not safe on campus? It's up to Concordia.
I saw that you have private security. I saw that the security of Concordia did nothing at most. They bring the SPVM. Do you see something like, do you see a problem right there?
It's a gigantic problem. It's a gigantic problem that goes even higher than that. They've been undermined, the Concordia security, every step of the way by the higher ups. Same thing to the Montreal police. They've been undermined every step of the way by Mayor Valerie Plante. It's absolutely ridiculous. So it's so bad that we have to have our own private security. That's what it's at.
Thank you.
Of course.
So this is the perimeter that the SPVM have delimited. As you can see, the other side is the pro-Hamas activists. And on this side, we have Yoseph Haddad with his supporters, mostly Jewish students, and also the people who are supporting the Israeli cause. So I don't know how long all this will last, but I hope that we will have the conference happening. I hope like the university is not canceling it. Someone told me some people are doing exam at the second floor. Imagine that you are a student and you try to do your exam
I am a student at Concordia.
How do you feel to see those people on the other side supporting Yahya Sinwar, the leader of Hezbollah, and all those leaders of terrorist organizations?
Listen, unfortunately at Concordia, it's nothing new. Concordia has been a cesspool for those kind of incidents for years. My parents have warned me coming into this school, these incidents always happen. Listen, at a certain point you get used to it. You know, you see anti-SPVM protests, anti-fascist protests, pro-Palestine protests. You become acclimated to it. I'm not going to say I agree with anything they say. Like I said, you just get acclimated and that's all you could do. And I come here and sometimes I even laugh about it because it's all you can do. You're not going to get in their face. You're not going to even change their opinion. They don't want to hear it. So it's just another day at the office is what I would say. Yeah.
I was born in Haifa, but raised in Nazareth.
But how is it for Christian Orthodox to live over there?
Great. In Israel?
In Palestine?
No, if you want to live in Gaza, for instance, you can't. It's you have a very small minority, less than 1,000 people. A lot of them run away. It's not easy to live under a terrorist organization, especially if you're a Christian, of course. But I should say, we do not generalize, because not everybody is against Jews or against Christians, because the extremists also are against Muslims who are who want peace and who love Israel and who want to be part of Israel, because you have 1.6 million Muslims in Israel. A lot of them serve also in the army. And right now, as we speak, there are Arab Muslim IDF soldiers fighting in Gaza and fighting in Lebanon. And Arab Christians fighting in Gaza and Lebanon. And Arab Druze fighting in Gaza and Lebanon. And people need to know that. Okay?
And last question, what would you say to Justin Trudeau about what is going on in Canada?
Well, the bottom line is that unfortunately there are extremists that invaded Canada, some of them illegally, and they are not adopting the Western values and the rules of Canada. They are adopting their own rules, they're adopting their extremism, and this should worry very much every Canadian. Please be careful, because those extremists, the minority extremists, because the majority, the silent voice, are not relevant. They are not relevant. And the minority extremists, they are very, very, very dangerous, and they're coming for the Canadians.
Thanks.
The day started chaotically when Yoseph Haddad, invited to speak about his experience as an Arab Christian Orthodox living in Israel, arrived on campus around midday. Anti-Israel activists showed up to counter his visit. Yoseph Haddad was born in Haifa before moving with his family to Nazareth. A former IDF commander, he is an Arab Israeli journalist and advocate for Israel. The event, originally scheduled for the late evening, was cancelled by the Concordia Student Union and the Dean of Students, according to students. However, the event still took place despite the cancellation. This follows last week's cancellation at McGill University, where Mossad Hassan Youssef, the son of Hamas leader, was initially blocked from speaking in person due to anti-Israel activists campaigning to shut down the event. Ultimately, the event proceeded virtually. ThePortHamas.com. This is our special website with a petition. We are requesting that if the people are here on a tourist visa or student visa, who are here supporting terrorist organizations, causing vandalism, as we can see on the window of Concordia, they should be deported. Their visa should be revoked. Go and sign ThePortHamas.com, sign it and share it.